All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is exporting your project. So there's a number of ways that I can do it. One, if I've got animation, and this I do have animation, I can go to File, I can choose Export, and I can choose Animation and export it as a video. And it's a default setting is MP4, but I can also export to AVI or .webm, .ogv. Usually AVI and MP4 are the preferred settings for that. I can also go to File, Export Animation, and I can use image set, in which case what I'm doing is I'm exporting a sequence of stills, either as a JPEG, PNG, TIFF, or BMP, and then I could sequentially load those into, say, After Effects or Premiere. I can also go to File and choose Save As, of course, and that's going to give me the option of saving it as a .skp or a SketchUp model. And then I can save it to earlier versions of SketchUp as well, okay? And then I can also go to File and choose Export 3D Model. Now, 3D Model will allow me to export it as a Collada file, .dae, or a Google Earth file, .kmz. And it's unfortunate that it doesn't automatically export to either a DXF or .obj file, because those are pretty much the standard for the issuance and the importing of objects and 3D objects in most 3D applications, the .obj and the .dxf. Now you can install what they're called extensions. Most applications call them plugins into SketchUp. Unfortunately, our version of SketchUp is the free version that doesn't allow for those types of expansions. But if you buy the Pro version, you can install extensions. And then if you're planning on printing your model 3D, and I'm going to do another lecture just on printing, but you'll want to either install an extension that allows you to export it as a .obj file, or expand it as a .stl file. Okay. In addition to that, I can also go to export and export it as a 2D graphic, and I can export it as a JPEG, a BMP, a TIFF, or a portable networks graphic. Okay, so those are my options for exporting. If I export a two-dimensional image, then what it is just going to do a screen capture of whatever's currently on the screen. And I can also print. If I go to File, I can go down to Print, and I can export this directly to a printed file. So those are my options for exporting my document and sharing my document with others.